This is going to be your guide to combat in The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So there's countless different ways of approaching a fight. There's so many mechanics, I don't know them all. I can't cover them all in this video, and I've already forgotten half of them. But I want to kind of go through a crazy fight and show you everything you can do. Also, ways of developing your own strategies, finding your own weapons, and then just maybe cheesing if you can't come up with anything else. So if you enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like, share with friends, and comment your thoughts down below. Now, that first enemy was wearing armor, and to beat an enemy that's wearing armor, you need to hit him with something heavy. I go for the spiked ball weapon, but if you don't have one, well then you can actually get one from this boss, or if the enemy has a weapon. Because if you electrify them, they drop their weapons. So let's try to get an electric attack into the big boy. You can do that with arrows. So, I mean, it's about utilizing everything at your disposal. Alright, I've got an electric fruit. Boom, he drops that weapon, so if I need it to take on something, I can go pick it up, steal it from him, all of that fun stuff. Also, you don't even need an arrow. You can even throw the ores or some of the choo-choo jellies at them. The ores will have a massive radius and a massive effect. They are pretty expensive, so you don't want to waste them. It's just good to know in a pinch if you don't care about wasting 100 rupees, like, dang, that's some pretty wacky stuff. You can also augment your weapons by attaching the gems to them, and that's going to give them the crazy effects. As we can see with the rod, I can spin around, just put electricity everywhere. Also, these balls are going to bounce around and really help out. Another thing is if you're getting into a big fight, one you want to save first, but hopefully you learned that by now, you want to have recall ready, because you can actually recall things that are being thrown at you, even that little rock. But mostly you want to do it for like bomb barrels or some more dangerous projectiles. So yeah, we can just kind of tag that dude right there. Pulling out some other weapons, we can go swinging and just kind of clearing out any of the problems that we might face. But you really want to be careful of the big boys, and that's why range is going to be pretty good as well. So get some bombs, and we can go and blast away, or just completely suck at the game, your choice. So yeah, do a lot of damage to him. He's now on fire. We got an electric spear, so we can just kind of run up and zappy zap him, and then, yeah, okay, he's just like comboed out, stunned, and dead. Now, I'm gonna take a personal tip from myself and utilize it here. I like having bomb shields. Maybe you don't like them, but whenever I see some bomb barrels, and if I have a couple of shields that aren't really, that are just empty and I'm not using them for anything specific, I'm gonna go and stock up on the bomb shields. Really good for if you get swarmed, and then you can just kind of clear out multiple enemies, or at least get them off you long enough to do some things with. So yeah, we got 2 bomb shields now. That's pretty cool. Also, before I go into a fight, I like stocking up on some bombs. You can grab 3 quick bombs over here. There's a few more in the cave, but you don't want to waste too much time. You just kind of teleport to the Great Sky Island with the Ice Shrine, and then boom, grab some bomb flowers. So I already made a guide on getting auto build early, which requires going into the depths and making it to the Great Central Mine. You can accomplish this very early on in the game, and you don't need the craziest weapons. Like, yeah, you take a long stick and then a spike ball from that last place, and boom, you're already kind of stacked. Also, a big thing is going to be fire arrows, like I mentioned in a previous combat guide. You light some on fire, that's going to disrupt them for a bit, which makes it easier to KO them. Also, you can get some strong weapons early on, like a bokoblin arm. Even though it has low durability, if you use it to take out a big enemy or a camp of enemies really quickly, then you can use that to snowball and get some really good gear. And then you can use the tactics to take on larger and larger camps. So, I mean, like sniping that dude, that's going to be pretty nice. Here's where the bomb arrows come into play, because you just kind of go and blow everything up. So do crazy amounts of damage to him. One-shot him because there's also bombs in that area. So scouting out the areas that you're taking on can be really helpful. Like, oh, there's bomb barrels there, so I'm going to blow those up. Or there's an archer hiding over there, so I kind of want to snipe him out sooner. And then that's going to make my life easier. And if you fail, then you can keep trying to change your tactics until you get something that ends up working. Now, one thing people struggle with is getting the flurry attack. So if they do a sweep, you want to do a back dodge on that. And if they come down, that's when you want to jump to the side. But you really have to time it. Like, you pretty much have to get hit to get the flurry attack. So let's try to do that. Also, you have to like look at the attack patterns. You know, this guy, if he's doing a swipe, they're going to do it twice. So you want to wait for that second swipe, and then you want to time it as close as you can. So that's just like crazy damage. Stop, he's already dead kind of stuff. And if you like make a really strong weapon, yeah, you can get some heavy knockdowns or just one-shot people, which is pretty good. Again, this guy's here, so it's like boom, bomb shield. And now we can just kind of loot this and see what else we get. Now, if you think this is unfair because I already have powerful weapons, fine, I'll just make my own powerful weapon. So the skeleton bokoblins, they die in one hit to anything, and you just want to kind of fuse two arms together, so let's do that. We now have a weapon that does 40 damage and pretty much has no durability, but like I said, you just hit an enemy hard enough, and if they get KO'd by it, you can use that to snowball and get some extra weapons. Alright, so over here at Hyrule Castle, we got one of these electric dudes prancing around. I'm just going to hit him with a Keese eyeball to knock him down. So boom, doinked, and then we can go and follow up in a couple of different ways. But I just kind of want to make this as basic as possible. Alright, still down. That's nice. Let me go and grab an ice choo-choo jelly because you can find those in the tutorial area. Boom, he's now zapped. And I'm thinking we're just going to hit him with the club a few times and see what happens. So charge up the attack and wha-bam. Good hit, and then we can throw this at him, almost a KO, and then again we can just like kind of keep spamming him down. So good amounts of damage right there. Bomb. Oh, I'm bad though. Running, because he is dangerous in this state. Oh, alright. Quick arrow to the face. Setting up another bomb. And dead. And then we get his wand. So it's like, oh man, it's not fair that you're using the electric topaz rod. You can just get one that easy. I didn't take damage, and I just used the most basic stuff. You can also kind of snowball out of control, because if you hit a choo-choo with that, you're going to get electric jelly, and then again, you can attach those to arrows, or just throw them, and that's going to electrify enemies, and then you can do crazy stuff with it. One of my favorite weapons are the sturdy, long sticks, because it gives you the extra durable trait on a spear weapon, and then you can put something crazy at the end of it. So you can find these on Eventide Island, and after like completing the 3 monster camp challenge, they don't respawn. So whenever the weapons would respawn, like after a blood moon, come back here and you can stock up on those if they break. Oh yeah, you can also find tons of mighty bananas on Eventide Island, so whenever you get like natural resource respawns, you want to farm those up and make some good food. Look at all the attack up food I have, and that's mostly from using bananas. So make a couple recipes, use them to help clear out Eventide Island, and that's going to be with the same methods as before. You snipe out the archers, you blow up everything else, and then if there's a big boy that won't go down, you hit him with your strongest weapon. GG, easy. And for my last big tip, go to Terrytown, north of the Zora Kingdom, and talk to this dude right here. He breaks apart your weapon fusions, so you can actually do that with items that you have. So if you get a weapon that you don't really care about, but it has a gem on it, you can disassemble it and boom, make some profit. Or if you have a very valuable weapon part, like something from a Lionel, well, you can disassemble it. Editing note. This method does not reset a base weapon's durability, but it will reset the monster part, which is usually the most important thing. So you can just go and pick up another long durable stick like I showed on Eventide Island, put that Lizalfa's horn back on it, and now you have a high damage spear that inflicts paralysis. Or again, a strong monster part like a Lionel horn or something that can add 20 damage or more is going to be really good to save. Also, it allows you to easily upgrade your weapons if you find a better base weapon to put the monster part on. You want this. So if you guys enjoyed the video, hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching. Bat bat.